All right, greetings everyone. Welcome to another video. I'm going to be trying not to stutter so much in the video, but hey, I still have periods where I'm basically get lightheaded, and so forgive me for being a little bit off. And you know what? This week we're in the Wotv Weekly. We're actually going to talk about some stuff to do with raids and whatnot. But for today, the thing I really wanted to talk about was anniversary, because in the previous video we made mention of the fact that anniversary's date has been essentially changed this year, and we didn't really elaborate on it or make any predictions or do anything fun. Of course, I'm going to be doing some other videos leading up to anniversary, but with the Halloween unit still a few days away, let's make a video. So for those who are not in the aware, normally November 14th is when the anniversary happened, when the JP version launched. Global and JP have different anniversaries, but now the global version is no more. It's now the worldwide version, even though technically the worldwide version and JP version are still two separate versions. Whatever. Planning from them aside, I think that there was probably always going to be some changes, but hopefully this year we can all celebrate this together. If there's a new collaboration or an old collaboration getting updated, and hopefully that means that we all get to celebrate it exactly day and date, which is my big hopes for this year, because that would be kind of, if we're going to go through all of this thing of making the worldwide version and whatnot, then we should actually do something together for one. And global, but worldwide is still kind of a little bit behind. Anyway, I digress. I'm going on. So normally it's the 14th. This year it's going to be starting on November 1st, which is already kind of a red flag to me that JP and worldwide will be actually getting the same stuff, because unless they've changed the schedule, JP is getting another story update as of right away here. And usually with the way this works for JP anyway, is that we get the story update 2 weeks ahead of time of one of the units launch. And so if anniversary is starting on the 1st, but we're tentatively supposed to get an Ashes of the Apocalypse character on the 1st, well, that's pretty unlikely for worldwide to get, because worldwide hasn't even gotten the Astrius yet. So maybe you guys are getting Astrius while we're getting this, and we're both getting a shared story character together. It feels like it's about that time. Normally around anniversary, we'd see either a collaboration or some super character. So which is it going to be? I don't know. New version of Dario, or I guess it's Lilith's brother, from what a lot of people have told me. Although it could be an alternate reality Lilith, who we'll find out eventually soon. But yeah, from the comments, definitely reminded / let me know that Lilith even has a brother. But this is more than likely what's going to be one of the major things that's dropping. So then what are we possibly getting for anniversary this year? And anniversary is kind of being pushed a little bit early, because if I was to guess, I'd imagine that there is a little bit of pressure from the fact that I don't think that worldwide, the road to worldwide, did it any favors and probably lost more players than it got. And they need to entice players back with a major kind of event, which is why I think that it will be happening. Collaboration for both sides at the same time. It just kind of has to happen. Because worldwide needs a bigger boost. JP is kind of still just strumming along. Not really anything great or amazing. But yeah. So there's probably a live stream coming up that's going to announce what I think the major collaboration is, which will be Final Fantasy Tactics this year. And there's a bunch of reasons why I think this. I mean, I think that worldwide will essentially get the upgrades to the other Final Fantasies that you guys have not gotten, that you have constantly reminded me of. And I remember this time that you guys haven't gotten certain character upgrades, like for instance Lightning and Snow, even though most of those upgrades were pretty so, I mean, you guys definitely should get them. So that's probably going to happen for you regardless. But the one kind of blind spot besides like outside Final Fantasy collaborations was Tactics, which kind of just got this weird shaft. Like all the old Tactics characters are still stuck at 120. It's arguably probably the most successful collaboration that they've ever had, yet we haven't seen one in a very, very, very long time, and we haven't gotten new characters for it, and the equipment's old and outdated. And yeah, did I mention that it's one of the most successful collaborations for this game? Yeah, it feels almost certain from my point of view that we're not getting a new Final Fantasy for this year's anniversary, but we will be getting Tactics, all the old characters updated, and some new Tactic characters as well. And whether that's 2 or 3 new Tactics characters, I think is pretty plausible. And I could also see the Tactics characters because it would give some wiggle space for them to continue with story characters, like another or Ashes of the Apocalypse characters and all of that. And yeah, as much ill will as this game has earned, and it definitely has earned it, I would say that a Tactics collaboration there would probably be the best opportunity for them to get people back into the worldwide version. And if you remember, JP has been talking for a while about new content, new material, and whatnot. Like, I normally anniversary is when they announce a new power creep, and it certainly is possible since JP has essentially run out of Master Quest 2s pretty much, except for newer characters, and basically everyone's got a 140 at this point. So yeah, we're probably going to be due for yet another upgrade of some kind. Maybe it's division cards this time. I don't see how we don't get something new for older characters to put further. Master Quest 3 going up to 160. It's probably something that I don't think people are going to be super happy about. Maybe it's Super Trust Masteries, but I don't see how we get through this anniversary without yet another upgrade, which will probably remove some of the, goodwill of a Tactics event. And then there's also just the new content that they promise us. For a while now, since the 3rd anniversary, they basically said that it would take till the 4th anniversary to get new types of content out, new things to do in games, so it's about time for that to happen. And there's lots of stuff that it could be. It could be just like in game mini games from some of the other games I've played. It's tons of fun to have little things like scratch tickets or little mini lotteries. I'm thinking about Epic 7 or Princess Connect, which Princess Connect had fun little other things, mini games even within that. And that would not go amiss for something like this. Or hell, at least putting some more effort into the stories. But some type of new content is supposedly still coming. A collaboration, I think, is almost certain, being that we're in the middle of, another or Ashes of the Apocalypse characters. There has to be something else put forward. And I don't think that's a story character. Maybe on the 14th, we see a huge character like Ramada or something. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to say right now that I think it's going to be Tactics, as Tactics is the last thing in Final Fantasy to really need upgrade. And hopefully it's going to be a substantial upgrade, since most of these characters are quite old. And, really overpowering some of these characters would probably do really well. Sid, for example, would be great just because Lightning's already so strong. So you get a big advantage there. Hopefully, like, Fire with the leader could do something interesting with Soul. But that's all theoretical happenstance. With the Halloween character already announced, I would not expect an actual live stream probably until, the 28th is looking like a decent day, because recently they've been doing them on Saturdays. It's fairly close to the end of the month and the beginning of the supposed anniversary. But yeah, this is all my thoughts. I think that I'm pretty I'm pretty good on this one, but we'll see. Whether or not people really dig into it and get excited about it is another story. Okay, bad. Probably. That wasn't super intentional, but that's where my brain led. But, I'm curious in the comments below. Let me know what you think is going to be happening with this anniversary. Do you think that we're going to see a ton of great stuff? Is it going to be mediocre? Is this going to be the part where we just kind of accept that Wotv is Wotv and it really doesn't have too much left to offer that's new and exciting? But yeah, Tactics Remaster, or Tactics feels like the thing that I'm putting my personal bet on. So let me know, comments below, what you think, what your big bets are for anniversary. Hopefully we're all celebrating it at the same time this year. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and see you later.